Hey, it's Sandy Freshy. I don't know if you can hear in my voice um, the hoarseness, but I just want to let you know that I'm recovering from a little pre-spring cold, and I didn't want to let this moment go by for those of you out there who have a defined spleen like me. This is such a teachable uh, 3-5 projector, don't do what I did guiding moment, and I really wanted to take advantage of it. I caught this little spring cold about probably a little over a week ago. I know I caught it a little over a week ago because I'm going to tell you exactly how I think it happened. And if you have a defined spleen, I'd love to hear what your experiences are with knowing when you're ill and being able to really stay out of illness. What I found is with my defined spleen is that I don't really know when I'm sick. It takes a whole lot for me to really understand that my body isn't well and I need to stop and take care of it. And I think that's because having a defined spleen, I feel good all the time. Now, I've learned to rely on these external cues like my voice, I'm coughing, my voice is a little hoarse, I'm having trouble sleeping because I'm coughing, those kinds of things. Um, or a fever, God forbid. I didn't have a fever. I kept checking, and it's like, no, I don't have a fever. I feel fine, even though I'm coughing and having to blow my nose and all this stuff. So, you know, don't always rely, if you have a defined spleen, don't always rely on this feel good feeling because it's always there unless something is really, really wrong. So let me tell you how I think I got this. I went to a networking meeting, and during the networking meeting, we had a speaker. The speaker was she really shouldn't have been there. She was coughing and had caught this cold and was kind of struggling through her presentation. And of course, modern medical wisdom, and also my spleen was saying stay away from her. So I was doing really well. I'm always cognizant, at least in the beginning when I'm in these kinds of group settings, that I have a lot of undefined centers and I can kind of get taken away and hijacked. My energy can get hijacked by other people and I'll forget myself and my instincts, which is again another splenic quality, the instinct of knowing what's safe, what's healthy, and what's not. So I was doing very well, and then I think I probably got caught up in other people's energies. I got off my chart. I have an undefined emotional solar plexus. I have the undefined gate 16, which is the gate of enthusiasm. I have an undefined G center. And I think I got caught up in enthusiasm, in the emotion of relating to other people and the excitement of what this speaker was presenting. And toward the end of the networking meeting, right before I walked out the door, I got in a conversation with the speaker and I asked for her card. And that was a moment when I really should have waited for an invitation for her to offer me her card. But I remember distinctly her taking a card out with her hand, and she was being careful to not use her hands when she coughed and stuff, but I know that that's kind of nearly impossible to keep your hands clean when you have a cold. She gave me the card with her hand, and I took the card out of her hand with my hand. And that's where I think I got that cold, because I was off my chart. I was not in my own instinct and my own energy. And I had kind of lost my own center. So it took me a little while to figure out that I had this. Actually, I did, within 24 hours, I had a sore throat that I couldn't ignore. So I know how to remedy that. I know that I need to go to bed. I took really good care of myself. The next day I didn't have the sore throat. So I thought I was fine, right? I felt okay. And then the days went on, and I think that was a week ago Friday. But by Wednesday, I thought I was over the other side of it. So I just started to resume my normal activities. And by Friday, I realized it had gone down into my chest, and that's when the coughing started. So the body always tells you, if you're paying attention, what's going on. But sometimes for someone with a defined spleen, it takes a little bit of drama or external prompting, or things that you can hear like in your voice, or discomfort that's really getting your attention, to really understand that this is something that you have to take care of. So that's what I want to share from the Don't Do What I Did series. That's how I'm informally naming these things. As a 3-5 profile, I often walk into things that I can share with you about what not to do. So this is what not to do with your health when you have a defined spleen and you feel good, even when the signs are telling you in your body that perhaps you're not well enough to do the activities that you normally do. So until the next time, be well, and more to come.